Okay, everybody, so another day in the rain, and I wanted to sort of give you an idea of something that's going on with a property that happens to be flaky and why that's not always a good thing. So what I wanted to share with you is that with FHA and VA loans, and even sometimes conventional but not as often, there is a requirement that there not be any bare wood or any flaking paint. Now, when a property is built prior to 1978, then the main reason they're concerned about that is because they're worried that there might be lead-based paint on the premises. And lead-based paint has certain health ramifications if it happens to be ingested. And what's interesting about that is that even if it's a rental, this can actually pose to be a substantial problem. So having flaking paint, especially if the house was older than 1978, can really make a huge impact. But that's secondary. The main reason for this video is because I have a young lady who bought a property, and I'm going to show you some information on it in just a moment, and she bought it using VA. Now, with a VA loan, the house itself was built prior to after 1978, so it was built in 1985, and it doesn't necessarily have to be worried about for the lead-based paint. However, because FHA and VA have a higher standard of the condition of the property, what we needed to make sure of is that the paint itself was not flaking, because they want to make certain and protect the investment of the borrower. So what's going to happen is that as we walk around, the appraiser did what's called he called out certain conditions, and those conditions have to be satisfied to make certain that the property can then be signed off by the lender and the buyer can actually get their loan. Now, the difference things is that some people think that the repairs have to be done by the seller, and that's actually not the case. As a matter of fact, it's a negotiable item, and in this scenario what we're doing is that the buyer is actually taking care of doing the additional touch-up paint. And the main reason for that is because the seller is in a facility. She's an elderly lady, and she's living in a facility down south in the LA area. So in order for us to even get this property, we had to negotiate it to where the buyer was taking on the repairs, and she was glad to do so. As a matter of fact, she's going to get an excellent value by putting a little bit of elbow grease in the getting into the property. So I just wanted to let you know that there are certain requirements that FHA and VA have, but that doesn't mean that the seller has to take care of it. That means the buyer can take care of it as well. The other thing too is that I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're talking about doing, okay? So look at this right here. So as I do this, I'm going to show you that under the eaves, this is some brown paint. And if you notice right over here, this paint is peeling. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually knock that down. And then because it has bare wood, we're going to actually put some additional paint on it. Now, because it has the peeling paint, we're going to take a paint chip and get a paint match so that way we don't have to worry about it. You can see a little bit more right down there too. I don't know, it's kind of dark, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. But what I'm going to do also is, see right here, this is bare wood, so all of this has to have a coat of paint put on it. If you look over here, this is bare wood. It's not really peeling, it's just that at the same time, the appraiser, what they're looking at and what they're concerned about is they want to make sure that the wood is protected, and paint is what protects the wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a coat of paint on it, and then the appraiser is going to come out and do what's called a reinspection. And what he's going to do by that is he's going to verify that the wood has been taken care of. Now, sometimes on a home inspection for an appraiser, they have other items that they're going to look for as well. They're mostly looking for what's called health and safety and preservation of the property. And as long as those meet the needs of the buyer and the client, and that's all that the appraiser really cares about, to make certain that the investment that the client is making stays in good condition. So you learned a little bit about not wanting to be flaky, and I hope you found it helpful. Again, conventional doesn't always have the same requirements, but at the same time, conventional does mean that what's going to happen is that we can't guarantee for sure that they're not going to have requirements, but they're a lot more lenient. So this is called Krista, OIC Real Estate Services, here to help you see your dreams come true. If you have a house that you're looking to purchase, or if you have a house you're looking to sell and you want to get it do a pre-inspection to see whether or not there might be some things you need to take care of before you put it on the property or on the market to get top dollar and have it be in good condition, give me a call. I love being a resource. No obligation. That's call with a C, Krista with a K at gmail.com or 805-201-2777. As always, have an amazingly blessed day. Bye.